That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. For check it. Put sugar level for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
And just say, tap send see and facade way Emma one customers. Knitted you anyone UK say. Obet me a creative with tap send wallet no ewa app no eso. Say akoba ne say tap rate ne ekostra. Obet me a service car akodu impempen so bi to say 50,000 Ghana cedis. Ane 50,000 Ghana cedis. Na afei, we yin kakra. Se oba on my Ghana mu a, obetimi a service ka ewo tap send wallet na so. Abra unya ohaw bia. Na tie, tap send atre wo mahye mu akodru UAE, Netherlands, and Austria. Tap send na eye easy, fast, and secure. Tap send papa no.
We are surely here to continue with the showbiz agenda that is gradually taking shape for the year 2024. This is Showbiz Daily. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm sitting with a three-man squad today as we discuss some of the topical issues in our showbiz space. In the middle is Roland Amate from Shagzy, Shatta Movement, Roland Report, and at the extreme end is Intim Dodi Solomon. You can also call him Chamo. Chamo represents our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. Behind the scenes, Digital Rasta is called Currency, handling our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show. Meanwhile, Tap Send is still here. They have settled heavily on this platform, making sure that anytime you want to send money from abroad, when you use Tap Send, you get some extra money into your wallet. Tap Send is for you. Get an app downloaded today on your phone and say thank you to me for introducing you to Tap Send. The good thing is the introduction of the wallet. The introduction of the wallet does this for you. Sometimes the exchange rate is good, sometimes the exchange rate is poor. Like our vice president said, if the fundamentals are weak, so they understand that. They know sometimes the exchange rate is high, sometimes it's low, but they still want you to enjoy the value when it is high. So when the exchange rate is high, change the money and put it into your Tap Send wallet. So anytime you want to send money, when the exchange rate is even zero, you still get the same value that you saved the money some time ago. That is called the wallet. This is only operational at the moment in UK, and I hear the rest of the countries will be following suit. So today, if you have not activated your wallet, activate it today and thank me later. Tap wallet. In all these, remember to use the promo code SammyFlex. The promo code SammyFlex will do a lot for you. Do it today and thank me later. Now, let's move on to the issues. Plenty of them on our desk, but we do well to talk about all of them one after the other. I have been following conversations online after the NFL Super Bowl halftime, and one that has caught my attention is the Usher and Alicia Keys performance. All the people who have watched the performance think that, wow, someone's wife now does and the tiny Is that some people are even describing Usher as freaky nigga. And they are here in America, it's a big deal. Like they are bashing him. Charlie, this is someone's wife. You are holding her, doing things like that. Richie, show some of them the photos. Let them see how Usher was doing his things. The hand cry is the problem for some of them. Like, look at where your hand is. Very close to the ass. This one, they really don't get it. America is discussing it. And if you watch the motion and the action, look at what Usher was doing. Look, this is someone's wife, for crying out loud. And the gentleman says, Usher is one freaky ass nigga. That's somebody's wife. Fool. Like the guy vex. He added fool to it. Well, whilst everybody is talking, Usher is quiet. He's not talking. Now, the husband has spoken. And Richie, let me read from the husband, who thinks, hey, you guys are disturbing. You guys are disturbing. The husband is Sweet Beats. What is Sweet Beats saying? He says, you all talking about the wrong damn thing till you all don't see that amazing dress covering the entire stadium. Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing, with two amazing giants. Congrats, Usher, and my love. That song, and my love, Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see Giants at Brooklyn Museum. It is open until July. Blessings. Of course, he used the opportunity to also advertise a joint business that he's been doing with their wife Alicia Keys at the Brooklyn Museum. I think they have some project going there like that. So whilst everybody is saying, Usher, that was too freaky hot, especially when it was someone's wife you were dealing with. For your information, Usher is also married, and America is discussing this. Usher is quiet. I remember the last time he was in Ghana, same way, freaky ass performance. Freaky ass performance. Now, America is mad, and the husband says, Swissby says, it is nothing on this side, there is no negative. Now, I'm asking that, do we see some of these things offensive indeed? A performer, like tomorrow, Kwabna and Becca, they are going to have a show. And Kwabna and Becca obviously will sing together at a point. You come and you see Kwabna at the back of Becca sing, and everything is amazing, and no the trainer. Should Ghanaians be worried? Jamo, should we be worried?
Well, as a society, people can talk, but it should the couples be worried? That's how it should be. As for people talking there, and it's not only America. For us here, I think a lot of people will not even dare. Kwabra will not dare do that. Like, are you sure? Yes, before the show or even the woman involved, if she's married, she will not agree to do that. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like in our contest, people will be like they will think about it before the act itself. So I don't see it happening unless the woman involved is not married. In our case, if the woman is not married, I see it happening. Like Kwabra will do it, and the woman will also agree to do it because the person is not married. But if the person is married, you can see even in our space, the married ones, see the way they act on stage is different from those who are not married. So I don't see it happening in our space. But if it happens, people will still talk. It will not only be in America. But Usher, I think he is notorious for some of these things. And it didn't happen only, like, it's not only the Alicia Keys that people are talking about. I think the same thing happened with him and a child star. I was trying to find the name, but it escaping me. I'll get it back and get it to people. In fact, for that one, the husband of the lady involved spoke, and he wasn't happy about it. For him, it was more about the dressing of the star, the lady doing the performance with Usher, not Usher himself, but people were like the way they were doing on stage and all that. I think it brought about that thing. So people talking about some of these things, I don't see it. I mean, going down or something like that, and it will happen in every country that something like this happen. But the couple involved, if you are a husband of a celebrity like that and a performance like this will happen, I think they will discuss it, and if the man is okay for them to do something like that, why not? But for us sitting somewhere watching what is going on, we will have concerns. Maybe the husband is not really agreeing to it, but the wife is the celebrity here, so he has to move with it. So people will talk on behalf of the husband whether he likes it or not. That's the point here. But in this case, even the husband is also a star in his own right. Exactly. So for them, I don't see any problem coming. But people talking, I don't see it stopping. People will talk. People will say that it's inappropriate, especially those with traditional values or Christian values. They will not see this and then be quiet. They will say something about it. Okay. And we have people like that in our society. So for me, it will become an issue if the husband or the partner is not happy with it. Okay. If the partner after this one says that, oh, I even told her that they shouldn't do this part because they did the rehearsals and all that. So yes, I was not comfortable, but she said she will do it. Then it will be legitimate for people to talk about the way they are talking about it. But if the husband is okay with it, then those who are talking, they are just doing their intellectual exercise. They are just giving commentary of what is happening. And yes, sometimes it's okay for people to talk like that, because in every society we have values, and some people will be vigilantes to keep that values. And I see that those people are doing their job. Because it's not just okay for a married woman or even a husband to behave like that in public, but in this case they are doing their jobs. That's why I'm saying they were working. If it was outside working, then it's something else. Then yes, but this one they were working, and so you don't want them to do that. Work means you don't want them to work or what. So if the husband is okay with it, if the husband says, I'm not okay with it, it means you have to give an alternative. Okay, I think this job will not help you. Do this, I will support you this way, for the woman to agree. But if the husband says, it's okay, we are making history, as he said, he's okay with this. So I think, people will talk, but I mean, this one, I will say that they were working. So we should allow her to work.
The husband's response, was it necessary?
Well, if I were him or closer to him, I would tell him not to respond, because it's all part of their job. I mean, people will talk. You think people will not say whatever they want to say? They will say it. And if you come out like this, you are likely going to give them more arsenals to even talk more. So if I were closer to him, I would say that this one, if you are comfortable with what happened, don't say anything about it. There's no need. But if you say something about it, then people will even start punching holes in whatever defense that you bring out. It will be like, oh, you are just showing face, you are not comfortable, and like people will say a lot when you come out like this. So for me, I think it was wrong for him to come out, but maybe he's more okay after doing something like this, and then he took opportunity to also advertise what they are doing. So his project, he advertised and go to the museum and watch whatever that they are doing there. I think maybe they have done a documentary or a movie or something like that, and now he's taking the opportunity to also advertise it. Yes, so I think he's comfortable and he just want to respond to what is happening. If I were him, I would not do that anyway. But if he is comfortable doing it, why not? I think we should allow him to also express his opinion.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Team Dodo Solomon. Ro, let me get your opinion here as well.
As a society, we build certain standards and morals for ourselves, not because we just want to entangle ourselves with certain things, though, but just to keep us in check as a society. And some of these moral values and standards are one of them. However, because we are the people who made these sets of rules and laws, we sometimes are
okay. So the lady, the name that I was looking for is Kiki Palmer. She's the star for Aquila and the Bee.
Kiki Palmer is a popular name.
Yeah.
Aquila and the Bee.
Yeah. Aquila and the Bee woman. Yeah.
So sometimes we would want to break some of those rules as at when it favors us, or we think, okay, this one wouldn't hurt anybody. These rules are not stipulated rules that will say, okay, it is going to earn you certain punishment. But because it is a rule that, or these are sets of rules agreed by society, whether consciously or unconsciously, to keep us in check, definitely there will be certain people who will be enforcers of these rules and regulations.
Who will be found in whether you
agree, yes, you agree with it or not. And that is what is happening to Usher and Alicia Keys here.
Okay.
So in their line of duty, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Besides, for whatever it is, I would rather go at Usher when I hear even Alicia Keys herself coming out to say, okay, this wasn't planned, or it wasn't part of the act, but then it came. And whether or not she is comfortable or not, that is when I will base on that particular response to it. Not even the husband's. Even if the husband is not happy, I mean, that is not his, like at that particular moment, it was his wife that was working.
Exactly.
It's just like you being together with maybe a service personnel, like a military service personnel, or even a police or a fire service. In their line of duty, you can't go and tell them what to do and what not to do. We know how fire service people sometimes hold each other in their line of, in sometimes when they would want to quench certain fires and all that, like just to support themselves. And you go and see somebody holding your wife's waist or holding her gravely, and you come and tell, hey, this is my wife, don't do it. No, she's working. She's working at that particular time. Whatever you have with her is out of context. It's not part of the conversation. When she's doing it outside that particular time, then you would have a cause to complain. But in her line of duty, she has that license to do some of these things, and it is no different from what Usher and Alicia Keys did. It is one of these reasons why some people who don't have the heart for some of these things would rather prefer not to even go in for spouses like this, or even would want to influence their spouse to change their career, and they would opt for other stuff. We've seen so many people who have quit the entertainment industry or certain industries because of some of these hazards. I know somebody who will tell who always tells me that, or no, nurse and doctors there, he can't deal with any of them.
I see.
Yes.
And what's his reason?
His reason is that there are certain times that he may not wake up with you, and he would want to do that. That is them.
I don't know. How many times
nurse never night shift, and you see those rumors and speculations about some of these jobs and how they operate, and whether it is true or not. Unfortunately, some of these things are living in people's minds, and they are moving with it. It's the same way. I mean, there are certain people who have also vowed not to even have anything to do with people in this particular space, especially the media space. They won't. Oh, anything. Your friend is saying the why of the media space car. They will not. They will.
Just have is because of currency.
They will not.
Galacticos.
Yes. The moment you tell them you're in the media space, forget they won't. But for the husband's response, I think yes, it's within his own right. He saw it fit. In fact, he even saw an opportunity to also come and defend his wife, get some 3 points there, and also use that to advertise whatever projects they have ongoing.
Okay.
I mean, the focus was shifting. The performance was beautiful, but the conversation about how they were supposed to talk about everything that happened during the performance, the beauty of it, has shifted to a very unnecessary thing that would even ruin even their individual lives. So as a man, he saw it necessary to come and save the situation. And yes,
has that saved the situation?
It may not save it entirely, but definitely certain people would wait, probably would use his silence to even gain more arsenals to fire more. Okay. And come and say, if the husband was really pleased with whatever they did, why wouldn't he have come out to come and defend his wife and all of that? The people who would go any tangents they want will go regardless of whatever you do, whether you talk or not. But if within you know you talking is going to get you certain opportunities like the husband is using to advertise their business, why not? So I actually support he coming out to give a word or two and all that. The person that I would expect to keep quiet is Alicia Keys. If she's okay with it, there's no need for her to come and respond to this.
Anyways, we wish them well, because elsewhere I know this would have generated some hard discourse in the family where people will be arguing left, right, and center. Why did you allow yourself to be touched by a man? Usher? Like, it will be a big deal. But for now, it looks like they are handling it well, to the extent that Swiss Beat himself had to come out to say some assuring words to the team and all that. It feels good. Let's see how.
Yeah, it's content for some people, so people will talk about it regardless of whatever happens. Yes.
Well, let's move on to another conversation that I want your opinion on, and this time round it is about our brother Camido, who is still talking. Looks like Camido, as it stands now, though he does not seem to be attached to the George Britain record label, he is still making some news. Like, you wake up and there are one or two stories about Camido, and it feels good already. Now, he's been talking about the comparison between Ghana and Nigeria, and once again, he has seen one of the biggest weaknesses in the Ghanaian entertainment industry, and he's pointed it out. Let me read a story to see if indeed he is right in this regard or not. Now the story is on the screen. It says, we are not as exploitative as Nigerians, and this is Camido saying. In short, what he is trying to say is that when you come to Ghana and our people, in terms of being hard to go for what is us and to go and even change the status quo, he thinks that Ghana is not exploitative like that. They be almost the bar no my John farmer they are no mood now. Now let's read the story to see what was said in there. It says, Ghanaian Afro pop R&B and Afrobeat songwriter Afro pop R&B and Afrobeat songwriter and musician Camido has shared some insights about the music industry and how artists can learn from Nigerians to achieve success. In a live discussion on the Uncut with D Black show, the Uncut with D Black show, Camido said he promoted his hit song Sugar Cane aggressively after he saw how Nigerians are relentless and passionate about their craft. He said he learned from a Nigerian artist who convinced a video owner to he said he learned from a Nigerian artist who convinced a studio owner to let him record even after the closing time, while he had not gotten the chance to record. According to him, the passion and the drive to make a song succeed is prevalent among Nigerians and is something Ghanaians could learn from. And this is a quotation coming from. He says, we are not as exploiting as Nigerians. That's the only problem. When I put out Sugar Cane, I remember how I used to call people every day. You don't do some TikTok video, what's up? Because that's what Nigerians are doing. That's who they are. Like, they go pursue you, make you do what you have to do. It's about a drive, because you can now make me want to do something even though I didn't want to do it. It's about how it's about how much do you want it. And there is one thing I work with When I saw that guy's drive, I said to myself that even if the store was closed, I can make them sell to me. And that's one thing I feel like many Ghanaians don't have. For me, it's about do you want this song to be played? And if you want it to be played, go to that DJ and make it happen. Kamido, who was nominated at the Viewers' Choice Best New International Act at the 2023 BET, advises Kenyans, colleagues in the industry to take advantage of all opportunities to push the craft whatever they can. This attitude, according to him, will ensure their songs and will ensure success in their songs and careers. Let's say there is this little spot. You don't think it is relevant, but it is very relevant. Go there and say, okay, guy, I am coming to give.
I'm giving you.
Okay, I'm giving you 500 CDs every night. Please record, monitor him, and make sure he plays it every night. I'm giving you this money. Play this, and you see. The more you hear the record, the more the people hear, and the more people like it. He said. Sugarcane was released in 2021, became a viral sensation on social media platforms, especially TikTok, and said the song was number 5 on Shazam's top 200 most searched Afro pop songs. Now I sit here asking myself, really, at this stage in our industry, is there really something the ordinary Nigerian musician is doing that we are not doing? Like, what exactly are they doing that we are not doing? Ru, maybe you can understand Kamido better. Let me listen to you. He thinks we are not being exploited.
He gave a very good headline. I mean, one that normally on the surface I would have agreed with him, but then the content that he used to buttress his point or to beef up his point, the reasons and all the things that he used is what gave him away, if you ask me. Because the examples that he is trying to make, even going to the sport and giving somebody 500 CDs a night, I can tell Kamido that he as an artist, aside he recording and probably writing some of the songs, his effort in terms of what made Sugarcane a success is not even up to 20%. So the whole conversation about and I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, I can tell him confidently that it is not even up to 20%. If it were, I mean, you don't change a winning formula, and a winning formula is always a winning formula. For whatever it is, the subsequent releases and all of that would have probably enjoyed the same thing Sugarcane did, because it is still Kamido and it is still him writing his songs. He's not come out to announce that the people he's working with, he's departed from them or they've gone their separate ways. So how come the rest were not like Sugarcane? He is ignoring all the factors that would make a song a success. And putting all the effort on the artist himself. And I am telling him, in this modern day and age, the factors that he even outlined do not even play that major role in making the song what he saw. You going to give somebody money, a DJ money, in this modern day and age, in terms of comparing it to
for
you
30 days, 15,000.
It is every day.
Yes, 500 a night. Monitor him.
No. So it's yeah, it's true. He
Yes.
plays
Monitor.
500 a night. Hotel cry, say. You understand? I mean, he should be truthful to himself. How many of his colleagues can even afford that? And even the 500 that he's talking about, that he's using as an example, for him to say because of that is how he was aggressive in promoting his song. How much did he, as an artist, personally spend? Then he would understand what his colleagues are probably going through if he has forgotten.
like the state he was in before the investments came. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, on a general, comparing an average Ghanaian to an average Nigerian, of course, it is not rocket science that an average Ghanaian would push more than an average Nigerian would push more than an average Ghanaian would do. That is on the surface, like generally. But with what he's saying and the example that he's making, it doesn't tally with this particular notion that he's bringing.
I see.
It doesn't, because the parameters are different, the conditions are different. There are so many Nigerian artists who are pushing like he is suggesting, but are not still breaking through. Then what is the problem? If this is indeed
who is holding their breakthrough?
Of course, if this is indeed the winning formula, then what is the problem? Because he can't also tell me their songs are bad. That is not even, that is even a non-starter. So per your conditions, and he would also agree that if we are to strike, okay, an average Ghanaian invested and an average Nigerian invested, we definitely know that an average Nigerian will probably break his bank, sell his house, sell family house, sell family good, and go and do it than a Ghanaian, an average Ghanaian. So even with that,
many of us are afraid of risk.
Of course, even in that parameter, he should know that the conditions that he had outlined, he left so many things out in making a song a success or making an artist successful. He left so many things out, and which the things that he brought as his argument, in fact, is can't even contribute to 20%
of the argument.
Of the argument, of course. You say you give. He has no idea the kind of investment people are putting into their music. If he indeed had, he wouldn't be saying that. I mean, the 500 that he's talking about, people are investing more than that particular 500 a night, yet they are not getting the result. So he should consider
investing it where
giving it to DJs.
DJs, the same way, more than people are paying DJs 1,000, 2,000,
and they are still not playing.
They are still not playing.
Those DJs should be arrested.
What can he do?
If you're a DJ and you've done that before,
this is to tell us.
But it means if your song is not as heavy as your money, the money will go, but the song will not go anywhere.
So this is even to tell us now the parameters or the factors that come together to make a song a success is now more than what he is saying. So he shouldn't just limit it to you just going to pay a DJ and all of that. But then he should also consider the other factors that will make a song successful. That is what, when he uses to buttress the headline that he gave, or the topic of Ghanaians not being more exploitative, then we would understand. But with this parameter, offside count.
But can you imagine this? You pay a DJ 1,000, and then he's lost in your song, and people are not reacting to it. Do you think he will continue to play because he has taken your 1,000 CD?
Now I just can't.
It's a kind of already, but when you make the forget.
The feedback now.
Yes, I think even if a DJ is not playing your song already, don't go and pay him money to play your song. Let them love your songs first before you pay them to even do more. Because if they don't like the song and you give it to them as they've been doing, they will chop your money, but you won't hear your song. Because the DJs, they are playing songs for people to react to. That's their job.
Yes.
If they are playing songs and nobody is dancing or they don't see any reaction, they don't play that songs again. So if you just give them money and they play my song, Charlie, unless your song some form of reaction, they will chop your money and then your song will not go anywhere. It is happening. It is happening to some of them. I think they have to consider. Yes, his general statement that Nigerians are more exploitative than Ghanaians, I mean, we won't debate that one. It's clear. I think when you compare average Ghanaian and average Nigerian, you will see that thing in them. For them, they go all out. It's either you win big or you lose big. That's what is happening to them. So those who are coming in, that's what they do. For Ghanaians, they are more relaxed, trying to go a bit at a time. If I mean, by nature, that's how I am. I'll calculate my risk. If I see that the risk is higher than me getting it, I'll think about it again. I'll think about it again. Yes, and I know the consequences. I know that it cannot make me successful in a short time because I'm going gradually. So if a Nigerian who is like me has my potential, will go all out. He will go like quicker than I would do. But the other side is that if there's any lost along the line, he will lose so much that he may not even come back again. But if I'm going gradually, even if I lose, the likelihood of me coming back is high because I have that patience to go gradually, go a bit by bit. So we have the advantage and disadvantage of some of these characters, and his general statement is true, but the explanation after the headline, it was so disappointing. Just after the headline, then he started talking about things that I think even an average Nigerian, as he said, will not do. And we have people who do more than that, but they are not seeing top. And in fact, him even, as Roland said, he has released songs after Sugarcane. What happened to them? If it will work like that, no, he had ignored a lot of factors just to talk about exploiting, giving money to people. And no, it doesn't work like that. I wish he would talk about the team and how they were able to go through with Sugarcane. Just say that and see how people will just learn something from it. But if you want to make it look like now you know the formula, but your songs are not going as Sugarcane, then there's something wrong. We are ignoring a lot of factors that made Sugarcane a success. So his general statement, we will agree with him, but the explanation, I think he should come back again. This one is not good enough.
Okay, thank you so much, Intimidado Solomon Chemo, for that addition. Now, I still want to believe that one day everybody will get to understand the other. So some of these arguments and this and that will not even happen. But the fact that you are doing something right, that is what is necessary. So do it your way, do it right, and don't look at what someone is doing. Sometimes that's one of our problems. Because when I read the story and I was asking myself, so what does he think the Ghanaians are not doing? Like what exactly? Now everybody is streaming online. They are boosting their videos. And even if you don't have money to take it, how do you go?
The 500, how many of them can even afford that 500?
Exactly. How do you get money to go to some of these places?
500.
You should be even strategic. You don't just
it's
give
not because you
money.
have
money.
Another good place.
Yeah.
You might have the money.
Yeah.
But be strategic on how
to utilize it. Don't just spend it anyhow and say that you want to explore. We see Kabesa now the neighborhood.
Well, let's also look at this. Kojo Cancer Lilwin versus Martha Kuma. In fact, coming from like Thursday, we gave the industry to them to chop the weekend. We gave the industry to Kojo Cancer Lilwin and Martha Kuma and said, you people should take the weekend, chop. And really, they chopped. And as they were chopping, people were also chopping. And it is like that. What really transpired? I hear some long time ago, there was an interview on Hits FM where Martha Kuma said something that Kojo Cancer Lilwin was not happy. Meanwhile, I also hear that Lilwin had wanted Martha Kuma to feature in one of his movies. Once again, how Martha Kuma responded and how it ended. Kojo Cancer Lilwin was not happy. Because of that, he has been giving it to Martha Kuma woto, including using some words that people consider abusive. As it stands now, I've seen calls from some people suggesting that Kojo Cancer should apologize to Martha Kuma. Rich, I don't know if you have a video or you want us to read story, one of them. Let us get it. So, this is where Kojo was throwing the salvos, and there is a video though. It says, the headline, let me read the headline please. It says, disrespectful poor woman Disrespectful poor woman. Lilwin fights Martha Nkuma over disrespect for Kumawood. Now the story says Kumawood actor Lilwin has sternly critiqued some of his colleagues who are rubbishing his work, including Martha Nkuma. The actor launched a scathing attack on Nkuma, in particular over some distasteful comments she made about Kumawood movies in the past few years. Martha, earlier during an interview on Hits in 2017 and later with Accra FM in 2023, downplayed the storylines of recent Kumawood movies, juxtaposing them with the Ajako era. I love their storylines, and they used to have really good movies like Kumasi Yonko, but of late, most of their movies portray witchcraft, and that does not motivate me to shoot with them, she stated in her interview with Hits. However, the topic surrounding Martha Nkuma's statement popped up while Lilwin was slamming Dr. Laiki's camp after one of his Lilwin actresses defected to the stables of Aka Beneza. The said actress Mimi has recently been granting interviews, throwing jabs at Lilwin, who has in turn resorted to attacking anyone who has ever downplayed his efforts, including Martha Nkuma. He said, Martha, those who are richer than you are rather humble and respect themselves a lot. Do you honestly call yourself a star? Who knows you? What do you have? I don't even know why GTP bypassed the likes of Mark Brown, Messi Asidu and Co. and made Martha Nkuma their brand ambassador. The likes of Van Vicker, Rosalind Giza and Co. do not do these things. They even work with us. They shoot Kumawood movies. I'm still amazed that you made such statement. Were you drunk? And then now he continued. Patience Osoko came to Kumasi to shoot a movie. Aki and Popo, Mr. Ibu and the rest came down to shoot a movie here. But for people like you who call yourselves refined actors, how many times do these Nigerians come to Ghana to shoot movies? They are the ones who rather send for you guys. And the wind has been throwing sabos back to back pound. No be easy. Richie, should we do the other one, or there is a video you want us to watch? Whichever one. Let's continue so I get the views of my people. So this has been discussed on various media outlets. In fact, last Saturday I was on Onia FM. While I was there, the presenters were discussing it, and some were also mad at Kojon Kansan for his choice of words. Because of that, there is a call to apologize, and this is a story confirming that indeed making some of these statements will make some people angry as well. It says, Lilwin asked to apologize to Martha Nkuma for making a private issue public. Which one is the private issue? Which one is the public? Well, the story. Veteran film director Frank Fifi Gavin has called on Shatta, Kojon Kansa, popularly known as Lilwin, to render an apology to actress Martha Nkuma for making derogatory remarks about her in public. According to him, Lilwin's decision to chastise Martha Nkuma publicly over an issue that is meant to be kept private was a step in the wrong direction and does not speak well of him. He stated that he had no idea about Lilwin's public rant and was a bit disappointed when he got to know that he, the actor, had made the issue known on social media. This is the showbiz industry, so anything can happen, but my concern is that what I told him, Lilwin, was a secret. It was not meant for the public. I was not even aware when the issue became public. It is a bit roaring. I think Lilwin should apologize to Martha Nkuma to settle the issue, he said while speaking in an interview with Hits FM and monitored by Ghana Web. Frank Fifi Gavin also called on Martha to feature in the movie they are shooting to let people know that she has no bad intent towards the Kumawood. Because of this, I want Martha Nkuma to feature in the movie to foster Ghana and Nigeria's collaboration in the movie industry. In the movie we are shooting, we are using Ghana and Nigerian acts, so I would like her to come and partake in it, he stated. Recently, Lilwin spoke previously and filmed, and that is the backstory. So let's leave the backstory there like that and continue. Are you to watch a video or we can go on?
I see him because
We can go on. Okay. Chamo, this one
yeah, interesting.
Right.
I think Lilwin had so many good points to counter what Matankama said. Matankoma, yeah. But he used wrong approach just to rubbish his own good points. I mean, Matankoma has a choice.
Since you want to call it Ankama, you continue.
That's what is coming. Let me.
Continue.
He should forgive me. Okay, I will say Mata. Yeah. So I think Mata has every right to decline any offer coming from Kumawood. Okay. I think it's within her right. She can assign reasons to it or not.
Okay.
Fortunately for us, she has given reasons why she will not partake in Kumawood movies. Okay. For me, her reason wasn't solid. I mean, it's not good enough for her to say those things that these are the reasons why I don't want to partake. But it's her choice. So yes, so if you disagree, like Kojon Cancer, you can say that, oh, I disagree with her and I think she's making a mistake. In fact, there are others like her or who are even doing better in the system, shooting movies with Kumawood, and you will be within your right to say so. But to go ahead and say that, was she drunk, saying that, oh, is she a star? Yes, she's a star. That's why you even approach her to feature in your movie. So it's wrong for you to go that direction. So you are making it look like you had a personal issue with her. Now there's an issue, you want to use that issue to settle scores. And it's not good. I think Kojon Cancer didn't do well. Just based on that. For his argument against what Matankama said, I'm with him. Okay. But he used some personal attacks in there. That's what people are focusing on now. Exactly. And it's not even giving you the highlight that you wanted. They're trying to push back at what she said. Now it's about the insult that you gave in your rebuttal. And I think it's wrong. And yes, I will agree with the Fifi Gabin that he should apologize to Matankama. Just for that personal, yeah, just for the personal sentiment that he brought in. As for the argument against what Matankama said, I'm with him on it. I think Matankama is wrong. Mata is wrong for saying that Kumawood movies are not, they don't have good storylines, or now recently she's not feeling it. Yes, for her personal reason, yeah, fine. But they are making the airwaves now. I mean, Kumawood movies is the movies in Ghana here. That's what people are watching. Yes, if you bypass it, you won't get any movies to watch. I mean, others who are doing the other ones, crown. We don't even hear of them nowadays. I don't even know if they have released movies. In fact, if you are now mentioning superstars or movie stars in Ghana now, you will not bypass Kojon Cancer, you will not bypass Likey. And they are doing Kumawood movies. So what are you talking about? That's what people are watching. But if personally you don't want to go there, I mean, it's within your right to do that. But for Kojon Cancer to attack her personally, I don't think it's the right thing to do, or he should be doing some of this. It's not nice. I mean, and again, in the story we heard that she also he had issue with another lady, Mimi, and I mean, come on, Kojon Cancer is. I hear that Mimi was at his camp, and now later defected. You see, why you are an actress or you are an actor? What about this camping thing and all that? I mean, you do that and it will destroy the industry, and later you come and complain. The person should go wherever that her services is needed. If at this time she sees herself working with Akabeneza or Dr. Like, what is your problem? Let him go and do it. If you need her, call her. But in our space, it's like, if you work with this guy, then you can't work with me. if you work with that guy, then you are not in my camp. I mean, that thing that they are doing, I think they should work on it. It is not good for business. If they really want to go far, that thing that they are doing will not help them. But for what Kodun Cancer said, I think she should apologize for attacking her personally.
Oh, so you also think he should apologize?
Yes. After the story, like after you reading the story, I think he should apologize. He gave a fantastic point that I will agree with him. But to go ahead and say that, why should they even use you for an ambassadorial deal but not others? Why?
Yeah.
Why should he even go there? I mean, that was a low blow. Yes, that was a low blow, and I think he should apologize for that.
Okay. I think Chamo has added his voice to the calls to Kojon Kansale went to apologize to actress Martha Ankuma. Yes.
Mr. Frank Fifi Gavin, right?
Yeah. I want to believe he's okay now because I heard he was almost at the brink of death some time ago. Yeah. Did you not hear that?
We thank God for it.
So he was sick,
Yeah, they said he was sick. They said he'll be the accident.
Oh, come on. For them, that's how they say it.
We thank God for his life. I think with the way he's speaking, I am tempted to believe he is the cause of this fracas.
Who?
Yes. I am tempted to believe. And in fact, what even Lilwin is fighting Martha Ankuma about, that is not even the issue. Lilwin is just using this issue to fight something that Fifi Gabin has told Lilwin about Martha Ankuma. There's a total different conversation elsewhere. Not what Martha Ankuma said. I mean, she said this in 2017. Not in 2022, not in 2020, not in 2021.
I am in that industry.
No, you see, she said this in 2017. No, I mean, let's be
about 7 years ago.
Let's be frank with ourselves, Sammy. 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Let's compare the trend of movies that were coming out of Kumawood as at that time, even till now. Yes, the argument of their movies dominating the Ghanaian movie scene is not a conversation. But then, my own was it every actor that was ready to feature in such movies? I mean, before you give an actor a role, every actor has their own preferences that will push them into entering every project. We know that about 90% of the Kumawood operations are scriptless. But Ankuma started from that same industry. She knows what goes in there. She knows how things are done. I mean, she even entered into the movie scene per what I know before even Kojon Kansale went. And she has lived across all the, in terms of you shooting in Accra and shooting in that part of Ghana. You understand? So if not for anything, now she is on a different tangent. She has different values to say, okay, if you don't meet A, B, C, D, or if your storyline is about A, B, C, D, I won't shoot. And you think it's a problem?
No one is finding that a problem.
Maybe. You see? So when she says, okay, now I don't enjoy the storylines that are coming from this side of the movies industry, because back then when I was shooting with the likes of Ejako, it was a total different storylines that were in the scene. It is up to you to question her or even give her other movies to counter her argument. Maybe she's speaking from her own experience. Perhaps all the scripts and storylines that have come to her are in that line, and that is what she's saying. So you can come and say, oh, maybe any more approach you know, and on the script to buy. But during this same period that you are saying you were shooting only witchcraft and whatever movies, this movie came out, that movie came out, this movie came out, and these storylines are similar to what you were shooting with the Jaco Dems back when you were there.
Yeah.
That is how you flaw her argument. But you did not come with any movie, not even one.
Oh, he mentioned some names.
No, maybe.
Mr. Ibu has done a movie, so if you know Mr. Ibu and Kumawood movie, it's like mentioning the name of the movie.
When you say Mr. Ibu has done it,
yes,
Patience also has done it.
Yeah.
I've come to your argument is not still matching to what Madam Kuma is saying. She's talking about storylines. When they came, was it the same storylines they came to shoot?
But it's also coming from Kumawood.
No,
it's coming from Kumawood.
Madam Kuma is
so it will defeat that.
Madam Kuma is not talking about the movies that is being done there.
That's what she said.
Maybe she's talking about the storylines.
Yeah, which is the movie coming from Kumawood.
Latin America say, if Mr. Ibu comes, there is the difference of storylines and scripts that will be given to Matakoma compared to what will be given to Mr. Ibu. You will not give.
But it's still coming from Kumawood. Exactly. That's the argument.
And she is not disputing that.
No, she is saying that storyline coming from Kumawood. That's why she said.
And that's what I'm saying. She's talking from storylines that have come from Kumawood to her. She's not talking about storylines that have come from Kumawood to Mr. Ibu or
the question, her and Mr. Can you read the story again so that you get it right? Because the way she didn't say personally, I'm not getting. No, she didn't say that. They asked her, why are you not featuring in Kumawood movies? And she said recently the storyline coming out that she has seen it's not appealing to her. Yes.
And either ways, it is still her opinion.
Yes. So we agree with that.
So with whatever Lilwin is attacking her for, I think it is wrong. Me, I believe the attack is coming from a total different conversation.
Yes,
and
I agree.
We need to ask Fifi Gabi for that conversation, because he is the one calling Lilwin to come and apologize. And when you listen to his statement very well, he said Lilwin is making a private conversation public. That particular statement doesn't correlate to what Lilwin is doing. There is something that Lilwin has been told that he is basing his anger to act. Yeah. So if Fifi Gabin wants Lilwin to apologize, then he should start by apologizing to Madam Kuma. Because for whatever
to let us know what information.
Yes, because for whatever Madam Kuma said that he is claiming he told Lilwin in secret, I believe Madam Kuma probably also told him or acted to him in confidence or in secret.
Yeah.
So if he wants Lilwin to go and apologize to Madam Kuma, then he should start and do the needful. Apologize to Madam Kuma for letting her secret to Lilwin, for Lilwin to come and overreact like that. If not, then he even doesn't have any moral right to go and call Lilwin to come and apologize. He is the wrong person.
He is telling Madam Kuma to come
go and feature with what reason?
With his project. He's doing it.
And that is even the worst approach to this. The worst approach to the solution.
So that it will mean that she's okay with Kumawood.
That is the worst approach of a solution to this particular problem. I mean, they are not tackling the solution. Oh, swallow your pride, swallow your pain, and go and do it. For what?
So that you are not against Kumawood.
Whatever these people are fighting, it is personal.
Yeah.
And until you quench that, they will not agree to anything. Now the tangent that Lilwin has gone, you think Madam Kuma will just be there and look at Lilwin and say, oh, the fact that Mr. Gabin is saying, oh, go and shoot, so she will go and shoot because you are saying it. No. With the tangent that Lilwin has gone now, Madam Kuma will not just walk and say, oh, let me just put it aside. I have met her a couple of times and I know she's also a no-nonsense person.
Okay.
So this issue there, Mr. Gabin should rather start apologizing to Madam Kuma in secret. Then he can go and call Lilwin to come and apologize to Madam Kuma in secret before they will be able to solve this issue. Else they should forget.
Well, let's move on to do our very last story. Then we can run away from here. This is Showbiz Daily, live on Sammy Flex TV, with Team Dodo Solomon Chemo, as well as Roland Amati. Now, there is a young man whose story I've listened to this afternoon. His name is Kwaku Dubai. Kwaku Dubai has been doing something online, and what he's been doing is that there are a group of market women at Achimota Market. Kwaku Dubai goes to such a place, organizes these women, will be playing songs for them, and they even go ahead to support whatever he has been doing. He told me that when he went there with a small music box. And the lady said, no, Kwaku Bangum now boni yente, Brabekis can put a music box, Cassie, or buy a book. Kwaku Dubai is telling me that sometimes, even if he does not go, they even call and ask, Kwaku, do you remember money? Like, the story is so intriguing. I listened to him this afternoon in an interview, and I'm asking that. So all these young people and creatives who are online promoting these songs, this is what they go through. But what are our creatives also doing in return for them? In the case of Shatta Wale, after seeing this boy, his team, they are planning something that will be executed ASAP. And I'm asking, the boy tells me at the point he didn't even have money to move from his house to go to one of the market venues to do this. So he had to look for a nearby market where he could nantu to just go there and do his thing. He keeps telling me about doing all these things. And when he started, he was doing for so many artists, but none was even liking the videos he's posting or he was posting until one day. Until one day, Shatta Wale reacted to one of his videos on TikTok with love emojis. Since then he said to himself, I won't do it for anybody. And I'm asking that. We see most of these boys doing. There is a group called Konko Band. Hey, I love them, huh? I love those boys. Like, how they do it. If you watch that thing, you feel it. And other like mine.
Oh boy, CJ.
Boy CJ the 10 on the But of course he's also part and more of that. I'm asking that, are the talents supposed to look at the direction in some ways? Listening to this guy's story, that is when I ask myself, Charlie, boys normal bro, normally you know boys in so I'm be like it, but normal like it. I say yeah, Chebo is the one has more. This and many more will be the questions we'll be trying to answer in this last topic. But then let's watch a portion of Kwaku Dubai's interview. The full interview was posted earlier on Sammy Flex TV that you can also watch in your comfort. But let's get the views of my pundits on this before we run away from here.
See, me start to say me Shatta Wale nyama na edikano na me me start to say me Shatta Wale nyama na edikano na me nkrofo nwom ba na enu ye promotion as ye dey act na da ba we kra na o de tag ni pa kra no pokra na say obe like and obe comment kra no
and now ye nipa bebre
na nipa bebre dey ba so obe comment na say obe we no na onye sa nti at times so e ma wa be mbu kakla ba un se sto na no ma be mu mbu ye me ye ba na Shatta Wale de me pena asem fiti min kra bi me nti na ono so ne de me ye den me ye man timo one day na ma me ka chem se Kwaku ade nti na
ma me ankasa
me pa chane no o chem se Kwaku ade nti na un focus wo Shatta Wale enko anso de na me se ma me ne kasa
wow
ono nti na me ye de mbehu Shatta Wale se Kwaku o me ba ye no no pe Shatta Wale asem pa
ma me ankasa Shatta movement fan
o Shatta movement fan ndi ozumi Kwaku ade nti na focus wo Shatta Wale ana me tie na asem nti na me ye at times de me de tag Wale a un say on me hu say like bia ba na ma be mu me ye me hu say ye nkrofo fe we be thank you we ka God bless you nti na me hu say interesting nti o say me de me ye ti o one day bi ana me hu yan say be bomu Shatta Wale abe commenting na chese ebi see that.
Commenting on which of the platforms? Which of the
TikTok.
apps? TikTok.
One am here active was here.
Okay.
Nti obe commenting wo na chese see that. Ene sa ade ndadi.
Then I'll comment here, then I'll try.
Or the emoji na share o mama or the love be she share ho ene nada di na jai. If you metie mu na ewi mo for timenka. Omu bisa sa aden. Ti mu say de mehu no entansi. Nti emame nyodo ema we shemu ba nti na me ye.
So no kwa na ye first celebrity ya.
Wa comment me.
Wa react to videos na why am celebrities baby.
Nah.
Shatta na first person.
Nti metina odi am say de nti na biggest artist se Shatta Wale na obi ti se me de anka mfa no ho ben like obadwini mpokra se obe comment me ana bibisa timuntimu se na papa we ni papa so ko the whole Shatta Wale etima comment me dia na e was say me ye den me ye to aso nti na me ye music nti ade bi me wo ho me wie school no na unse me nko bebia nti mo fie ana bibi ka che me say ade nti na unko market because there wo ye no ase ebe 1 way nti ye den change mu ti eba say me ye den me nko market.
Okay.
Nti do me market na me call first.
Okay.
Eno me nko na me call e. Ti me nko na me call e no na akoye samwe bi nipa ntiw nanimu ma woni ade eno kra de obi kra e kan kwa asem chemba still na mabemumbu. Nti market women do me phone bi.
Obi kan kwa asem chro. No say say.
Like obo wa ana young boy we see so Shatta Wale den obeya ama also ya wutietim. Nti da me ba afie no ana be ka che maame ese na me nkwa me koye sie no se Kwaku mu abemumbu ba na me susuma abemumbu ye ti ade kyenye no ana one me ko
o maame akasa
one me ko nti one me ko no se odimechi a ho obi ntime nye den entufu maame ana bibisa nti e ko no ana ye ko chia omo ana ye chia omo se ni ye den ye nti efiri wo no na me posti omo a ho nkofo hu we a obonso afro mo mo trendy o
ma frema
o ma frema mo trendy o ye hu mo se yo nti omo benya odosonunku bi a na omo support me nti na afi me ko pa na obi aye den eti nanim ma me.
Well, so that was the story of Kwaku Dubai. He has not gone to Dubai before. Ro, let's wrap up. Let me get your opinion on this. And what do you think about it? And I'm asking, like the question really is, the creatives, should they start doing something for these boys?
That's this question. Yeah. Well, if you are in the capacity to, why not? You can do it, but it should be done with caution. It should be done like you betting. You have to do it responsibly because it has. Oh yes, yeah. You have to do it responsibly because it has its pros and cons. It can backfire, and it can go well for you.
Okay.
Either ways, you still have to study the environment and know, because everybody would want to embark on something with an interest.
Okay.
So if not for anything at all, you need to be very clear of the person's interest as well as your interest before you embark on some of these things. Fortunately and unfortunately, some people would benefit, others would not benefit. Like he said, there were so many people that he did these things for that did not appreciate. It doesn't mean that they are cruel or they are not grateful or they are ungrateful to some of these things, these efforts the boys are putting in for them. No, but it has to do with everybody and what they are looking out for. Some of these things the boys can do, and one way where the problem with me are artists, no, depending on how they even translate your content and all that. So some of these things, as an artist, you would have to be very careful, study the environment, know what the person is indeed really in for, because whatever you do is an endorsement to the person, and you wouldn't want to endorse somebody that will tomorrow wake up and be a danger to society. We know so many people that have been endorsed, and today you see them on social media insulting people left, right, center, and it is because they were endorsed or empowered by a certain popular person.
Okay.
So some of these things, as a creative,
you mean Fire Stick is one of them?
Oh, of course. Of course, not even Fire or non-Kwampo. Some of these girls who are goddaughters to some of these ladies online or cameras. You understand? All these are empowerment from certain popular people without due diligence. So, like I said, you have to do it responsibly. It has to come, and it also has to come from a place where you know you are comfortable and you are okay to do it. Okay. Not because Shatta Wale is doing it for somebody. Somebody has bought a phone. Somebody has appreciated a fan who is doing something for them. So you are also forced to go and do it. Charlie, one day ube pra. Even if you don't take care, you can even go poor, because the more you do, the more they would keep coming. And say Kwame will vex, and there is no way you can explain for Kwame to understand some of these situations. So yeah, if you are in the capacity as a creative to do some of these things, show some of these appreciations, why not do it? And even if you chance on some of their contents like this, it will not take anything away from you to appreciate it, share, comment, like, and all those things. And Charlie, some of these things will go a long way to also help them and also show them that you really appreciate what they're doing. Other than that, I would say big ups to the guys. They are doing very, very well in their line of duty.
Okay. Chebo, close the show for us.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just push a bit about when I said when I saw and yes, I been monty masinti on back will be for yeah. Well, Obian Suma Obiato in your video, man. So you shouldn't have that entitlement. Say why you video a movie on post it and now on like it and now on share. It doesn't work like that. No. Don't have even that mentality. Oh yes, you are wrong, and you'll be disappointed.
Okay.
Do a video that the person will see and it will push him to do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, rubbish bia. Sorry. Oh yeah, bia basa bia. Was it obi and share? Like so you'll be there and sharing things. And sharing. Let me say it again. Rubbish. It doesn't work like that. So do works that people will be pushed and do it like on their own. Like this guy story, when you listen to it, he did a lot of videos.
Yes.
Even when at the time that he was concentrating on Shatta Wale, he did a lot of videos.
Yes.
And then one of them pushed Shatta Wale to comment. That's what it is. If he was doing the ones that Shatta ain't pushing her, and her own do her.
Yeah.
And Shatta and so share, and her own bedroom attempted Shatta and then obey a mass. The moral of the story, or what I really want to say, is that do your best, hoping that the person will react for you to get the result that you are looking for. Don't do anything and expect that entitlement that they should share, they should comment and all that. No, even when the gentleman was talking, he said that he did a lot of videos for the musicians, expecting that some of them or they will appreciate and share. No, it doesn't work like that. Kwaku Dubai, no, you're rubbish, and they didn't appreciate it. And for that one, they won't share. So for that one, they won't appreciate it. You did something that is right, and then Shatta Wale saw it and said, "Wow, this is good." It moved him, and then he responded to it. Now you are in. In fact, your mom even advised you to focus on Shatta Wale because this is what is working, and that's how it should be. So those who, the future Kwaku Dubais, who wants to also go through the same lane, don't have that entitlement mentality, or don't think that because Shatta did it for Kwaku Dubai, Stonebwoy will do it for Kojo France or Kojo Canada. No, it doesn't work like that. It will be at the season and the timing, everything counts.
Okay.
And you can't know those things, so you just keep on pushing, keep on doing your thing. Somebody will see you, and then your one day go come, will start from there. That's how it is. Kwaku Dubai is getting his shine today, but he has worked for it. It wasn't like he started, he did it and then Shatta saw it and that's it. No. As he said, he did it for a lot of musicians, but he wasn't getting any result until he did one that Shatta responded to it. That's how it works. That's why I said, Juan Asuma, Obian Suma, you want something, that's why you are doing it. Don't make it look like I want to help the musician. No, you want to help yourself. But do it right so that you get the kind of help that you are looking for. Don't do anything and expecting people to share. It doesn't work like that. So that's the advice I will give people. Work hard, your time will come. Like Kwaku Dubai's time is now. Yeah.
Well, inspirational story he told us there. In case you missed the interview, you can also go check it out. I think it is the video posted before this very one, and get inspired. And I also want to say this to wrap up. When you are doing some of these things, like Chemo said, the guys have not tasked you to do it. Therefore, to do it, to catch their attention, you need to go the extra mile. Because fact is, I'm sure all of these guys, when they come online, they see more people calling their attention. More and more people calling their attention. So why do you think you would ignore everybody and pay attention to yours? That is when you come out as unique or you come out as different. So to Kwaku Dubai, congratulations. Just so we close the show, let me announce that Team Shatta movement will be going to the market to donate some items, some hampers to the market women, the people that he's been doing that with. And we also have some cash to be giving them as well.
In collaboration with Shagzy.
In collaboration with Shagzy, of course. Thank you. Yeah, so Shagzy will be doing this, and Team Shatta movement would also be there to do this, to support. Hey, that's one person well, no problem. No problem. So that is what we are sure going to do. And I keep saying that if the time is not right, don't force it. This guy, do you know the pressure some people have given to me about him? You have been. I know.
People go and cry on his behalf.
And
the timing and everything has to be right.
Exactly. Just keep doing it. One day, when it is your time, it will be your time. So congrats once again to Kwaku Dubai. Let me say thanks to Team Dodo Solomon Chemo. Thanks to Roland Amate, to Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex. My name is Sammy Flex. In case you've not subscribed to us, please do. And let's talk some more. I hear if you are singer to almost in the United wrong.
Normally I face it.
I'm in another regamo South Africa today. Young no one cheleka Chomba. You ever heard and some
mobile Solution Center. Solution Center.
Oh, I never got Solution Center. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. I'll see you when I see you guys. We're out of here. Bye bye.